force at the beginning again. Actually, we're going to recall this term because you have already learned this topic even in lower classes also, right? त्यही भएर हामी सुरुमा के मात्रै गर्छौं रे recall मात्रै गर्छौं. For example, inertia. Look here. What is this inertia? This topic is maybe a new terms for you, right? So we're going to define the laws related to the force in this class. Okay. So before starting this lesson, we need to understand properly about the terms rest and motion. के को बारेमा हामीले बुझ्नुपर्छ अरे rest and motion, because the force is also defined as an agency which cause to change the state of a body from motion to rest भन्छौं. बुझ्छ? हामीसँग बडी को कतिवटा स्टेट हुन्छ? कतिवटा स्टेट हुन्छ? दुईटा. Either the body is at rest or in a
motion.
So what is your position right now? Whether you are at rest or in a motion?
Rest.
Are you in motion right now? Rest. So then what is your state when you are traveling in a
different from reference to car we are.
Sorry, tell me again. Who is talking? Yuganta?
Yes, sir.
Okay, tell me once. के भन्न खोजेको भन्न बुझिने.
From the reference of we are.
Reference means reference बुझ्नु भयो अगाडि. Just try to understand. Rest and motion, they are not absolute term. Understood?
Yeah.
They are relative term. Remember, have you ever heard this? Rest and motion are relative terms. You need to find other things to find out whether the object is at rest or in motion. And with respect to the passenger inside the bus are at rest with respect to the bus, right? Because the passenger sitting in the last seat, the remains in the last seat of the bus, isn't it? Are they changing position themselves? No. While traveling in the bus, last seat ma बसेको आफै first seat मा आइपुग्छ त? आइपुग्दैन. That's why they are at rest with respect to the bus. But if we compare the passenger with their surrounding means what is in their outer area. Surrounding includes everything. Yeah. So you need to look outside. What was there before and what is right now? For example, when you are coming to the school from the home, is that your surrounding or outside the bus remains same is changing? के हुन्छ भन्दा तिमी स्कुल आउँदाखेरि घरबाट तिम्रो बसको बाहिरपट्टि रहेको जुन सराउन्डिङ भन्छौ नि, surrounding is changing continuously, isn't it? So what can be taken as the reference at that time? We can take the various place as a reference point or reference frame also. Understood? बुझ्दैछ? यसरी हामी रेस्ट र मोसन छुट्याउँछौं. के रहेछ रेस्ट र मोसन भनेको भन त? कसैले सोध्यो भने दे आर नट एब्सोल्युट टर्म भन्नु पहिला. बुझ्छ? के भन्ने रे? प्रयास खनाल. They are not absolute term. They are which types of term? कस्तो खालको टर्म हो रे यो? Relative. कस्तो टर्म रे? Relative भनेको in comparisons to another things. Okay. So when you got your results of any particular class, for example, let's take an example of the grade 8. So how your parents analyze your result? Absolutely or relatively? तिमीले कुनै क्लासको रिजल्ट आइसकेपछि तिमी absolutely त्यो रिजल्टलाई हेर्नुहुन्छ कि relatively हेर्नुहुन्छ होला? How they analyze the result of their children? Absolutely or relatively? What do you think about it?
Relatively.
Relatively. That's why that's so that their main concern may be about your grade and rank in your class, isn't it? कति जीपीए ल्याइस क्लासमा के भइस भन्नुहुन्छ होला हैन? शाबास कि मेरो छोरीको रिजल्ट आएछ धन्यवाद वेल डन भन्नुहुन्छ कि अरूको पनि सोध्नुहुन्छ? How they react? सपना टेल मी. कसो गर्नुहुन्छ भन त? तैले तिम्रो रिजल्ट आएपछि मिलाथीले उले कति ल्यायो? कति आयो उसको जीपीए? चिन्या छ भने कि सोध्नु न त्यसरी. एब्सोल्युट भयो भने सोध्नुहुन्छ. That's why they are also doing the relative comparison. Relative भनेको बुझ्छ? त्यसरी रिलेटिभली भन्छ नि उसले कति धेरै पढ्छ तिमी पढ्दैनौ इन दिस वे दे used to comment about such thing, isn't it? Just by comparing with others also. That's why in comparisons to another it's called as rest. So all the object in around us, either they are at rest or in motion. हाम्रो वरिपरिको अब्जेक्टहरु केमा छन्? Either they are in the rest or in a. So force is that agency which change our state of body from rest to motion. If we apply the force on any object, then what will happen to the object? For example, when the force is applied on any object, then what happens to that object? Force change the state of body. Now remember, how many states of body?
Motion.
2 states of body. What are they? 2 states. So what is the effects of force on the state of body? के हुन्छ भा फोर्स को इफेक्ट के हुन्छ स्टेट में state of body, are you sure? To motion and motion to rest, always. It happens all the time. If we apply the force on our body, then the state of a body change from rest to motion. Is it true all the time, or it may be true also? कुनै अब्जेक्टमा हामीले फोर्स लायौं भने नि बुझ्दै छ कि छैन भनेको मैले भनेको त्यो अब्दै मोसनमै जान्छ त कि नजान पनि सक्छ
No, sir.
May or may not be. Yeah. So the force is an external agency which change or tries भन्नुपर्छ के भन्नुपर्छ रे change or try to change the state of body, right? So कसै सोध्यो भने फोर्स को इफेक्ट के रहेछ भने पनि के भन्नुपर्छ force change or try to change the state of body, right? For example, if you apply the force on the ball which is lying on the ground, the ball may comes to motion, isn't it? If you are applying force on the wall, then is that if you are trying and you change the state of the building from rest to motion, is it possible? घरको भित्तो ठेलेर मोडमा ल्याइदिने अरे सम्भव छ कि छैन? No, it's not possible, right? So force ले के गर्छ भने अब कसैले भने बिर सम्झिन्छ force change मात्रै लेख्यो भने wrong, change or try to change लेख्यो भने right हो. Force change the state of body and change or try to change the state of body भन्यो भने के भन्नुपर्छ अब?
Try to change.
Change or try to change. कहिले आफै चेन्ज गर्छ कहिले चेन्ज गर्न खोज्छ मात्रै हो. Force can change or try to change the state of body from rest to motion or motion to rest. So try to find out the Newton's first law of motion in your book. कहाँ न्यूटन्स फर्स्ट लॉ हेर त तिम्रो किताबमा अनि मलाई एकजनाले पढेर सुनाउनुस् त के छ न्यूटन फर्स्ट लॉ अफ मोशन. सृजनाले नि सुनाउन त है नानी सुन्दै छ सृजना हेलो के छ भेट्यो कि भेटेन न्यूटन पर्छ खोज्दै भेटेन कि होला हेर है त Now rest and motion, speed and velocity. अझै तल तल तल
Number 16.
16 मा छ ल 14 15 6 कहाँ छ भन त ल कहाँ छ न्यूटन फर्स्ट लॉ? Everybody continue to be in the rest or uniform one unless external object continue in motion. Rest मा छ बस्छ change the state of what is needed? External force is needed, isn't it? So when we apply the external force at that time only the body may change its state from rest to motion or motion to rest. What is force? Force term agency right state of body from rest to motion or motion to rest. Can you define yourself? सक्छ आफै डिफाइन गर्न? फोर्स भनेको एक्सटर्नल एजेन्सी के गर्छ रे? चेन्ज गर्छ कि गर्छ अथवा चेन्ज गर्न पर्यो? के भन्नु पर्यो? व्हाट इज फोर्स भने? चेन्ज or try to change state of body, right? Force is an external agency. So what in your screen? अरु बाँकी अहिले पढौँला, हेर त ल। यहाँ के गरेको छ? Look at the first figure. Rest, state, rest. यो object आफै move गर्छ. If you place a block of wood or anything lying on the surface of ground, it always remains in the ground, isn't it? Does it move itself? No. कि move गर्छ आफै? Never. If its mass is very small, sometimes even the wind may also change its state into the motion, but it never changes its state itself, right? यसले आफै चेन्ज गर्छ त? गर्दैन। अब यहाँ दुईजना तिमीहरु भयो भने कसरी ठेल्छौ? सेकेन्ड फिगरमा कसरी ठेल्छौ कि फर्स्ट फिगरमा जसरी ठेल्छौ? Which one is the better way to push this object, to change the object into the motion? कुन चाहिँ ठिक छ? थर्ड। सेकेन्डमा के हुन्छ? सेकेन्डमा हुन्छ भन त? सेकेन्ड एउटै ठाउँमा के हुन्छ त? यस दुईटै एउटै ठाउँमा भयो भने के हुन्छ? Force is vector or scalar? What you have learned in class 8? रेस्टमा भन्दा पनि the force get cancelled each other. ठीक छ? लेफ्टबाट लागेको एउटा फोर्स, यताबाट आएको अर्को फोर्स. The act on same body or different act on the same body. Force is a vector. एकतिर गएको ए भने अर्कोपट्टिको माइनस ए हुन्छ कि हुँदैन? पढ्नु भएको छ भेक्टर अफ म्याथमा? पढाछ कि छैन? खै बोल्दैन। भेक्टर पढाएको कि छैन आफ्नो?
छैन सर।
अप्सनल म्याथै पढाएको छ कि भेक्टर मात्रै पढाएको छैन? र अप्सनल म्याथ अप्सनल म्याथ छ भने भेक्टर पनि पढाएको छ, तिमीले दुई मात्रै बुझ्छ?
8 मा त्यहीले छ।
ए ठिकै छ। भेक्टर के हुन्छ भने पोजिटिभ नेगेटिभ हुन्छ। के हुन्छ रे? पोजिटिभ र नेगेटिभ हुन्छ। डिरेक्सन अपोजिट भयो भने नेगेटिभ, बुझ्छ? लेट्स भयो भने रे अपोजिट। यो डिरेक्सन र यो डिरेक्सन एउटै छ कि फरक छ? We call it as anti-parallel भन्दा मिल्छ यिनीहरुलाई? के भन्दा रे 180 डिग्री फरक छ कि छ? यता ठेल्दैछ, यता ठेल्दैछ। So those get cancelled and the object remains in equilibrium. Understood? That's why to change the state of body, what we have to do? We need to apply the force like an object. यसलाई unbalanced force, balance force. अब balance र unbalance भनेको के बुझ्छौ यो फिगर हेरेर त? Which types of force can change the state of body? Balance or unbalanced force भन त ल? यो फिगर दुईटा हेरेर भन त मलाई। ब्यालेन्स फोर्सले गर्दा अब्जेक्ट रेस्टमा छ मोसनमा आउँछ, अनब्यालेन्स फोर्सले गर्दा? अनब्यालेन्स फोर्स चाहिन्छ। ठीक छ? Which types of force can cause the object to comes into the motion? Balance or unbalanced? Unbalanced force. Balance force भयो भने त दुईतिरै बराबर हुन्छ। टग अफ वार भन्छ नि, ल तान्ने, थाहा छ? दुईतिरैबाट बराबर भयो भने कसैले जित्छ होला त? जित्दैन। Who is there in the background of Prayas Khanal? Who is looking? अब बुझ्छ? So look at the figure. के छ यहाँ? Object is unbalanced. Why force is unbalanced? किन यो फोर्स चाहिँ unbalanced भयो भन त? When he apply the force, he is applying force in one direction or in opposite direction. He is applying a force in only one direction, isn't it? So as a result of this force, ball moves forward, isn't it? Moves forward. भनेपछि फोर्स कति खालको हुन्छ? कसैले ब्यालेन्स र अनब्यालेन्स फोर्स भने दुई लप्पा लडाई खेलौं भनेर बसे, यो हात यता पनि लडेन यता पनि लडेन भने के? Which types of forces? balance force. Only the unbalanced force is one statement. Which types of force can change the state of body? Which type of force may change the state of body? Only the unbalanced force may. बुझ्छ चेन्ज गर्न सक्छ फेरि सधैँ गर्छ भन्ने छैन even if by the force from only one side just like that of the suppose यस्तो अब एउटा वाल छ तिमीले एकतिरबाट मात्रै ठेल्न खोज्यौ सकिन्छ is it possible to shift the wall of the building no so if apply unbalanced force it may change the state of body understood बुझ्छ नि अब यहाँ जाउँ है त अगाडि जाउँ यो मैले जोड्न मात्र खोजेको अब रेस्ट र मोसन so all the objects around us they are in rest or in motion understood सबै object केमा छ अरे कि त रेस्टमा छ कि त rest or motion ma cha look once nobody in this universe is permanently at rest all the things remains in motion flying bird running vehicle moving man etc are in motion our earth is in the state of motion right constellation galaxy cows all of them are revolving around another body isn't it remember in solar system revolves around the sun isn't it our sun lies in which galaxy the sun galaxy ma Milky Way. अनि हाम्रो यो ग्यालेक्सी को वरिपरि घुमिरहेको हुन्छ सन पनि हो For example here when we say the house around us at rest it means they do not change their position घरले आफ्नो पोजिसन चेन्ज गर्छ गर्दैन So the house is at rest an object may be in motion with respect to that object but at the same moment the same object may be in rest with respect to another object यो बुझ्छ गाइड पास सम्झिने यहाँ के अरे के भन्न खोजेको यो स्टेटमेन्टमा त an object may be in motion with respect to an object but at the same moment the object may be in rest with respect to another object what does it mean do you understand clearly एउटै अब्जेक्ट पनि रेस्ट मारमा हुन सक्दो रहेछ कि रहेन छ
रहेछ
के एक्जाम्पल व्हाट इज द एक्जाम्पल अफ सच टाइप्स अफ ऑब्जेक्ट पैसेंजर इन अ बस रेस्ट विथ रेस्पेक्ट टू पैसेंजर इन अ बस is it are at rest with respect to the bus they are in motion with respect to what passenger or surrounding not passenger okay passenger को relative मा चाहिँ के मोसन हैन surrounding भनेको त्यो बाहिर हेर्ने बस को बाहिर के थियो पहिले बुझ्दै छ कि बुझ्या छैन तिमी गाडी चढ्ने अनि बाहिरपट्टि हेर्ने स्कुलबाट गाडी चढ्दाखेरि कहाँ हुन्छ के देख्छौ बाहिरपट्टि हेर्दा भन त सिधा पोखरी देख्छ होला कहिलेकाहीँ हो
यस सर
अनि एकछिनमा फेरि त्यही सिधा पोखरी हुन्छ कि चेन्ज भएर अर्कै आइसक्या हुन्छ चेन्ज हुन्छ हैन सराउन्डिङ चेन्ज हुँदै जान्छ ठीक छ दैट्स व्हाई व्हेन दे आर चेन्जिङ देयर सराउन्डिङ then the object is said to be in motion understood
yes sir
अगाडि जे छ भरे त्यो हुँदैन है अब यहाँ एउटा भिडियो हेरौँ के भन्दो रहेछ wait a minute let me
are sitting right over here just imagine this to be a real race event all these runners in front of you are towards the person who about to come first runner number 1 because he's first the guy and these two guys who are mostly like going to lose the race but they are running at the same speed
बुझ्यौ त्यही भन्न बाँकी म बुझाइदिन्छस् रेफरेन्स फ्रेम किन चाहिएको रहेछ नानी हामीलाई ल भन्न त why do reference frame while studying about motion can you tell me that sir can you correct sir कसले भन्छ ल सुरेश आगे जस्तो छ कसलाई बुझ्यो त्यसले भन्न ल anyone in the class you can tell me कसले भन्छ कसैलाई थाहा छ बुझ्यो कि बुझेन
Any object which is fixed Speed of
to identify an object, whether the object is at rest or in motion, we requires reference frame, isn't it? Reference frame किन चाहियो? Important थियो अघि भन, rest र motion थियो कि थिएन?
Yes,
yes,
sir.
sir.
reference frame नभइकन कुनै पनि objectलाई rest र motion मा भन्न सक्छौं त हामी साइन्समा? Can we call any object as a rest or in motion?
Mm-hmm.
No. That's why. Look here. Look here. Okay.
A reference point is also referred to as origin. Now let's look at some examples. Let's say if the reference point was at the sun, which means somebody is actually observing from the sun. So the earth is obviously in motion, but you and all the forerunners which are on earth are obviously also in motion. If the reference point is you who are sitting in the stadium and watching the race event, for you obviously the runners are in motion, but hey, the sun is also in motion through
के हुन सक्दो रहेछ भने के हुन सक्दो रहेछ भन्ने बुझ्नु पर्यो त what is reference frame? Reference frame is fixed point, place or any object, right? Can be taken as reference point frame. Why do we need reference frame? To identify whether an object is at rest or motion, we always require the reference frame, right? We
picture
can't
number
say
2.
whether any object is at rest or in motion, right? भन्न सक्छौं त यसमा के मोसनमा छ भनेर के हामीले ल टिप्दै जाऊ फोर्स ब्यालेन्स र अनब्यालेन्स फोर्स रेस्ट मोसन अनि के पढ्यो रिफरेन्स फ्रेम यो रिफरेन्स फ्रेम भनेको फोटो फ्रेम जस्तो होइन है के हो we called it frame but it is not rectangular like a photo frame. It is different. It may be any point, place or space. Understood? Which types of point, place, space? Fixed or stationary or moving object? We can take only stationary object as a reference frame. Understood? यति पढेर बाँकी खोज्ने बुझ्ने बुझेको कुरा अर्को दिन डिस्कस गरौँला है त. Bye bye.